are going to love this booty and abs workout. I'm so excited to jump into this one with you today. Minimal equipment. I just have a pair of ankle weights around my ankles, but you can also do this body weight. Grab a mat or supportive surface, and now we'll be in each move for 45 seconds with 15 seconds to rest and transition. You'll have a built-in warm-up and also a cool down at the end. It's fun, it's challenging, and if you're ready, we'll get started. So start at the back of your mat or the back of your space. Just take a moment here, ground your feet into the earth, roll those shoulders back and down, and let's just take a big inhale, reaching those hands up overhead, maybe taking a nice stretch at the top, and then exhale, hands to heart center. I invite you to close down your eyes. Just take some moments of stillness. Drop into our body and breath. And now on this breath, let's take a collective inhale, really filling up our lungs. An audible exhale, let it go. One more just like that. Inhale. Really filling up. And big exhale, open mouth. Let it go. Blink those eyes open. And now our first move. So we're going to start placing those hands behind our head. We have a good morning. So hinging from the hips, breaking at the waist, soft bend of the knees. From here, you're going to twist through the spine over to the right as you bend into your left knee, and then tap that left arm outside the right ankle. Bring it back to your hinge, and then stand up tall. Ready? We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Hinging forward, twisting through the spine, recenter, nice and slow. So really warming up the glutes and also the hamstrings here. You'll feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. And plug that belly button in to really activate and wake up our core, twisting through the spine. Make sure we have a nice flat back, really lengthen out. Connecting that breath. Finish off this last one. And then let's walk out, touch your toes to start. And then let's walk out to a high plank position. Palms underneath our shoulders, tucking the tailbone under, lifting the hips high, alternating plank taps. Let's go. So reaching opposite hand to opposite foot. Moving slow and controlled with intention. Check that form each time you come through and pass through that high plank. Making sure we have that tuck of the tailbone and that we don't sag the hips. Good, last 3, 2, 1. Holding that high plank. From here, we're gonna sweep that right leg outside the right arm. Reach that right arm off to the ceiling, world's greatest stretch. Place the hand down, back through high plank. We do the other side. Ready, off we go. Step forward, twist, bring it back down, other side. Now you can move as slow as you need. Maybe you wanna hang out in that world's greatest stretch a little longer. Maybe you wanna sweep that arm to get a nice shoulder stretch. After you reach it up, you can roll out the wrist. So really opening up the hips in this runner's lunge, as that's going to help you with all of our movement patterns today. Good for 3, for 2, and 1. Dropping down to our knees now. And then dropping down to our left elbow. Knees underneath our hips. Support yourself here. We have a fire hydrant on the right. Opening up from the knee and closing back down. We lift and lower. Stabilizing through that upper body. This is getting into our right glute and also our right oblique. So booty and abs. I want you to not close down all the way, so keep that time under tension and those muscles activated. So coming down all the way, you're going to relax the muscles. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Keeping with a similar movement pattern, this time we're crossing that right knee behind the left, cross over, and then bring it back out to that open fire hydrant position. So knee in line with the hip. Off we go. Cross over, and then lift out. Nice and slow. Think 2 seconds to cross over, 2 seconds to come out. You should be feeling those glutes firing up. So we're really getting into that glute maximus, so that outer glute, biggest part of our glutes. Think about squeezing those glutes as you lift that knee up. Last 3, 2, 1. Keeping that knee up, extending that right leg. We're dropping it down, kissing the floor, in line with the hip, and then lifting. Drop it down and lift. Ready? Take a moment, prepare. Let's go. Lift and lower. You'll feel that strength in your obliques. You'll feel that booty burn as you lift. Think about squeezing those glutes together. Those ankle weights really amplify it, don't they? Because this move, even body weight, is a burn. So I'm sure you feel it. I am with you for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we just move to the other side. So let's transition over to the other side, dropping down to our left elbow. Ready, let's go. Opening up from the left hip and lowering down. Leading with the knee. Keeping that core nice and strong. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Good, you're in your last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe take your 15 seconds recovery because we know what's coming up. Now we have that crossover and then bringing that knee out in line with the hip. So take a moment, take a breath, and let's go. So crossing over, left behind the right, and then lifting that knee out. Cross it over and lift it out. Really check that form, make sure that knee's in line with the hip. Cross it over, really take that time. Last 3, 2, 1. Now we have that leg tap and lift. Take a little rest. Shake out that booty. And set yourself up, tap the foot out. Let's go. Lift and lower. Really scoop in that belly button to your spine. Squeeze the glutes to lift. You've got this. Soften that face. Breathe into the burn. Last 15. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Maybe take a moment, press those hips back. Little child's pose. One more breath. And then let's come into a high side plank on the left. Right hand behind the ear. We have a single leg lift and then elbow to knee crunch. We lift and then crunch. Using that breath, really folding in on that crunch and really lengthening out as you lift the leg. So really point the toe, long lean line, and fold in, bringing that energy and intention to those obliques. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. We keep the leg up. We're going to sweep it forward. Either option to keep your hand by your ear. So we sweep the leg forward, point to go forward, flex to go back. If you want to reach the arm up and use the arm, join me as we point forward, we sweep the arm down, flex to go back, sweep the arm up. Point to come forward, flex to go back. I feel like, yes, it's a little coordination, but using the arm actually helps me in this movement. Point to come forward, flex to go back. Helps me find that flow. And yes, this burns. I am already shaking. Point to come forward, flex to go back. Challenge is to keep the leg in line with the hip. Last 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Other side. So now reach that left hand behind the ear. We move into our leg lift and crunch. On the other side, so lifting the left leg up and then folding in elbow to knee. Let's go. Lift and crunch. Now, if ever the ankle weights are too much and you're losing that form, take them off. That's a-okay. It's normal, it's good to regress, to progress. It's like an arrow. Sometimes you got to pull back to go further. Good. For 10. Breathe with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your recovery. I'm just going to stretch it out here as I sit down and get ready for that leg sweep. So set yourself up, either reaching the hand behind the ear or overhead. Let's go, lifting that left leg up. Point to come forward, sweep the arm, flex to go back. Point to come forward, flex to go back. Lengthen out the leg. Really flex when you go back. Glutes on fire. Core on fire. So strong. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover and lay down on your backs. So I'm going to come this way actually, laying down on your backs, reaching those arms up overhead, ground the feet into the mat. imprint that lower back on the mat. Driving through the heels, we lift the hips, sweep the arms down, and then as we lower, sweep the arms up. Breathe out to lift. Inhale as you lower. Make sure we're peeling down vertebrae by vertebrae and really tucking that tailbone, thinking about that rib to hip connection and driving through the heels to activate the glutes. And rest. Next move, we're going to reach the arms off the mat if you can. We have a marching bridge, alternating, legs coming off into a tabletop. Option to keep the arms down for extra support. Otherwise, it's going to make that core work a little harder, especially that deep core. We lift and lower. The aim here is to keep those hips stable and not rocking. I lost my word choice then. So you want to keep them as still as possible and minimize rocking and swaying. So really using that core strength and stability, and keep lifting those hips up and driving through the heel to get those glutes. And slowly peel down bone by bone, and let's place those hands down by our side. Crossing over the left foot over the right, figure 4, we have a single leg bridge. So driving up, same thing as our regular bridge. We drive through the heel to lift, exhaling, and inhaling, slowly come down. So bringing that energy and that mind to muscle to that right glute. So good, last 15 seconds. Keep it up. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're going to stay on the right. We have a single leg bridge hold. This left leg comes off. We flex to come down and point to lift. We lower the leg and then lift it. Let's go. Lower and lift. Keeping those hips high the entire time. And once again, minimize that rocking. Keep them square and stable. If you're up for the challenge, you can always reach those hands off to make it harder. So good. You're in your last 20 seconds. Last 10, we pulse. Let's go down and up. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, hug those knees in. Now we give the left glute and the left side the love. Single leg bridge, cross over the right. Feel that nice stretch and release in that right booty now. Place the arms down, driving up. Slowly with control, we lower down. Tucking that tailbone, driving through the heel. Yes, I'm sometimes a broken record with my cues, but I feel like they help. And they help to bring you back to the present, to focus on your movement, because it's so important to bring that mind to muscle and to not just go through the motions, because I swear, when you do that, that's when you get results. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your rest and recovery. You know what's coming up. Single leg wave with that left bridge hold. Take a moment. Get ready. Pressing those hips up Extend that right leg up, point the toe, flex to come down, point to lift. Flex to lower, point to lift. Hips are nice and high. And if you took that option the first time, make it harder, reach those hands off. You'll instantly feel those glutes and hamstrings work harder. You'll feel that core work harder to keep you stable. Stay with me. We pulse in 2, in 1, pulse down and up. Breathe into it for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in. Now let's bring the head, neck, and shoulders up, hugging onto our knees, and then let's extend that left leg, hug it into our face. So you want to like bring it in, get a nice stretch, and switch. So we have scissor kicks, keeping those shoulder blades off the mat, breathing and peeling that belly button down into our spine. Enjoy that stretch. As we strengthen, point the toes. Energy for the last 20. Breathe. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now soles of the feet together, knees fall out. Hammock the head into the hands. We have just regular crunches here, imprinting that lower back onto the mat, tailbone heavy, lifting up and lowering down. Inhale to prepare, exhale to lift, gazing to the ceiling and really lifting up and drawing that belly button in. Take your time. Think about 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Last 15. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bring those feet off the mat, keeping that diamond shape. So point the toes, knees are out. We have alternating toe taps. So toe tap right and left. Option to lift the head, neck, and shoulders off to make this a little harder. As you lower the leg, I want you to think about pressing that belly button in. So this is really getting into those lower abs. That stubborn area that we can't work off. This is all to do with a lot more, obviously, than just our toe taps and our leg lowers. It's about proper nutrition, our walking, our running, but we are targeting it in this move. So really drawing attention to it and rest. Beautiful. Now we flex the heels, bring the heels together. We're still in that diamond shape. Lifting up from the head, neck, and shoulders, we drive the legs out and extend the legs straight and then bring them back in. Pump the legs out and bring them back in. If it's too much with the head, neck, and shoulders up, you can also plant your hands down by your side. Just make sure we're really pressing that lower back into the mat. This is also getting those inner thighs and abductors. Good, last 15. You've got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stretch out, reach those arms overhead, legs are nice and long. Enjoy this quick stretch here. Lengthen out, take an inhale. As you exhale, we are curling up, rolling up, reaching forward for our toes, and then slowly peeling down bone by bone. So roll-ups, reaching and curling up, tuck that chin to chest, use your strength, not your momentum. Exhale to curl up. That breath always helps you on those efforts. Good, you're in your last 10. And then we finish with a high energy standing series. Last one. Beautiful. Now standing up. This is where we finish on our feet. So we're gonna start with our right leg forward, left leg back. Dropping that back knee, reaching the hands overhead, and then sweep the arms down, stand up tall. Come down and up. These split squats, or even lunges in general, are such a great way to hit the glutes and the abs, as they require stability and glute strength. Driving through that front heel. Try not to put too much energy and too much weight in that back heel. So our focus is on this right side. Last 3, 2, 1. Placing those hands behind the head. We drop it down in that split squat. We rotate over, twist over the right leg, back to center, and then hinge forward over the right, really bending into that right leg. Get that hinge, and then come back into your split squat. We twist, and then hinge. Twist, hinging forward, flat back. Little to no weight on that left side. Take your time. Beautiful. Finish off this last one. Good. Now we're still on this right leg. Now we have a single leg deadlift. We're gonna sweep the arms, hinging forward. We're gonna sweep them back actually, and then knee drive with the left. Ready? Let's start here. So knee drive up, reaching the arms up. Now extend the leg back, sweep the arms down, and then bring them up to stand. Nice and slow. If you need to, you can always tap the foot in between, knee drive. So use that foot tap if you need. Single leg deadlift into your knee drive. Use your arms. So strong. One more. Good. Now keep those arms up. We have Pilates high knees. So knee drives up as we pull the arms down. And think about rotating through the core, almost like a pull down, and twisting as you drive the knee up. So twist and driving that knee. Exhale as you drive up. This one's gonna get that heart rate up. A little burn before we go into that left side with our split squat. Last 20. Can you get that knee a little higher? For 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Now we have that left leg forward, right leg back. We lunge down, split squat, arms reach overhead, sweep the arms down. Off we go. Lunge, and then lift. Squeeze to stand. Driving through that left heel. So that left booty gets the love now. Find your stability on this side. And it's completely normal to have one side better than the other. So good. For 3, 2, 1. Take your recovery. Get ready for the next move. Hands behind the head. We have that rotation in our split squat and then hinge forward. Take a breath. Let's set up. Lunge down. Twist and rotate. Hinging forward and back to our split squat and lunge. Really sinking into that left side. Flat back on that hinge. Keep it up. You're coming up to your last 10. It's okay if you fall out. Have grace with yourself. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, recenter yourself. We have that single leg deadlift. Fly the arms back and then knee drive. Remember, you have the option to take that foot tap if you need for extra support. Starting with those hands up, knee drive on the right. Fly that deadlift and then knee drive. Slow and controlled. This is definitely my weakest side. So like I said, give grace to yourself on that weaker side. Don't get mad at it. Give it extra love. Finish off this last one. Good. Now in a wide sumo position, we squat down and lift opposite or alternating heels. So squat down, lifting our right heel, stand up. Let's go. Squat down, heel lift, up. As you stand, really think about squeezing those glutes. Drop it down nice and low. We are in the home stretch now. Last 20. Really sink low for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to be in our low squat the entire time. Hands behind the head, elbows out. We have side bends, off to the right, off to the left. Ready, sink low, off we go. Getting into those obliques. One last time. Good, really think about opening up, try not to collapse down. So you're really lifting up and over. You've got 15 seconds. And then we put those two moves together and you are done. Good, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment. Now we have a squat. As you oblique side bend, I want you to lift the heel, same heel as you side bend, and then squeeze to stand. Ready, off we go. Squat, side bend, and squeeze to stand. Drop it down, bend it over, return to center, standing up. Final move. Give this everything you've got here. Beautiful for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Finish off this last one. 2, 1. Done. Let's take a moment. Come to the back of your mat or space. Shake it out. Maybe give yourself a shoulder roll. Reach those hands up overhead. Exhale, dive it forward. Forward fold. Let the arms and head just hang. Take a moment here. You can sway side to side. Grab onto opposite elbows. And then when you're ready, walk it out to a high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop the hips down. Opening up into our upward facing dog. And then pressing back into a child's pose, forehead to the mat. Take some deep breaths, slow down that heart rate. Good, and then if you have those ankle weights on, you can take them off now. And I want you to lay down on your backs. And let's bring that right knee into your chest, extend the left leg long. Really hug it in to your right armpit. Feel that stretch. And then take that right knee up and over. Supine twist, gaze to the opposite side, pressing those shoulder blades into the mat. Big breaths. Release any tightness or tension. And when you're ready, come into the other side. So switching sides, hugging that left knee into our left armpit. Really hug it in. And then knee up and over. Gaze to the opposite side, reaching the arm out. Shoulder blades heavy into the earth. Beautiful, and back through center. Let's bring our right leg, cross it over, figure 4 over the left. And then if it feels good, hug that left knee in. You can also do this one seated if that feels better for you. Maybe roll out the ankle. And switching sides when you're ready. Left leg over the right, hugging that right knee in. Rolling the ankle. Good, and then come into a tight ball. Head, neck, and shoulders off. Really squeeze in and then extend everything out. Arms down by your side, reaching the legs long. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. You can have them here or even one to your belly, one to your heart. Take a moment of stillness here. Notice how you feel. I'm so proud of you for showing up. I hope you feel the difference and feel the shift and feel strong. Take a big inhale all together. Exhale, release. And then when you're ready, blink the eyes open, maybe take a stretch. reaching those arms up overhead, and then sitting up, coming to a comfortable seated position. And if you want to keep stretching, I absolutely always encourage a good long stretch. Otherwise, let's seal in your hard work all together by taking a big breath in. Reach those hands up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more. Bring in all that good energy you just created. Exhale, hands through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you absolutely loved that booty and abs workout. And if you loved it, please share it. Please let me know how you did or give me any feedback. I listened to something this morning and it was about the self energy. And that self energy is that beautiful energy we feel after running that runner's high in Shavasana, after a hard workout, when you really feel clear, when you feel creative, or just that good energy of being your truest self. So I hope you feel that. I definitely do, and I love to share the power of movement with you because I just feel like it is so beneficial. And if you're on the program, I hope you're loving it, and I cannot wait to see you for the next workout. Have the most beautiful day, and thank you so much.